here's a little something I call boredom between events. I've already done my legend trials. I've done GVG. I've farmed for catalysts. I've done my dungeons and trials. And I've sent my guildmates out on missions for stamina, or for honor, for the next commander event. Okay, I have enough to do one more. Ugh, I'm not giving it to people a day out. I don't know if they're coming back. So, everything else is done, right? First thing I do in my cards is check this and see who can be evolved right now and what they're using. Okay, so Zen Garden, and then I have the essence, and I have one Serpent Scale. She's a warden with auto heal. That's fire. Okay, I'm doing that because I have a fire defense, and ascended auto heal would be sweet. But I'm not going to evolve her yet because I need to see who else uses the Zen Garden. Here's another fire warden with siphon. So yeah, definitely not going to do that. And no. And then she uses summoning rune. I have the essence, and I have 2 Longinite. And she'd be 5-star, so I could dust her and get a rune if she ever becomes one of those cards. Or keep her, because she puts down 2 2s if I'm less than 100% health. And she will be a level 6 feared dispel at 6 stars. Not too shabby. And then another Zen Garden. Okay, this one would attack twice, once for 5 times, another for 10. And then if Banisher is active, never mind, it does nothing to this card. This is Oni Hunter. If I had Vulcan, it would matter. And those are the ones that can be evolved. But I don't evolve them yet. Uncheck that box and sort by hero order. And it'll start at the bottom with your legends. You just click through to see what you need. I need 7 more crown shards. And if I want to ascend Dojin, oh, I only need 1 more. Well, 61 more. Anyway, and the crown. Okay, and I'm not going to bore you to tears with this process, but as you go through the ones that aren't ascended yet, you just become familiar with which catalysts you need. And if you had done Silver Legend or Gold Legend trials and gotten some catalysts, it's not going to go ahead and create them for you. You have to go through this process and click them to see how many you have. And if I had at least 20, I would be able to create this. And once I'm done with this process, after I've gone through every hero, I'll click evolvable heroes again and see who's using the same catalyst that I was able to create, and make a decision about who gets evolved or not. And it also, doing this helps me familiarize myself with what their skill and dispel is, and what their battle skill and stats are, like what they do, who they are, blah blah blah, and what I would need to ascend them. But everybody and their mother needs a beast soul and a corrupt. And then you can also farm for shards while you're in here. I'm out because I've already done it, but dispels blind. Okay. Anyway, I was already through all of these. Oh my goodness. Okay, I did get one of my Minotaurs to 6-star, and like I said, I've got Fire Defense. Ascended Fear would be a pretty great thing to have up there. And who is the other one I was eyeballing? Oh, right, Chow. He could be Ascended. He's flatline, but Beast Soul and 4 more Barrier Bastions. I don't know what we're getting this time around, and I'd have to purchase a tier or keep farming for it every day and then save up my dungeon coin to get that Beast Soul if I chose to do him. Yeah, and then the ones that need dungeon materials I don't really worry about unless they're only 4-star and I need a 5-star to get a rune. They just stay there. Except I'm still working on getting Lady Augustus to 6 because she's a turn delay. But this is just a good way to familiarize yourself with your deck, who you have multiples of. Like, I've already dusted my duplicates. Sorting by hero order puts them in, like, Yonata and Tsutsoni were in the same deck. Also, if I had duplicates, they would show up here. Just like Bulova and his friends. Do I have 2 overloadeds? No, I've got Escalateral, Overloaded, and Reg. Okay, cool. And it's just another good way to go and see which cards work together and how, just in case you didn't play this event, but you got these cards. She creates a Power Gem 2 for every 5 light gems on the board, so she'd be triggered last. And she moderately increases drop rate and dispels alacrity. This is the support. Hey, she's a 10-time Slayer for this event. Woohoo! Man, why couldn't it be her? She's the better one. This one is a small nuke, and I hate using them in Slayer events anyway, because if you trigger a nuke anywhere in your lineup, the person who's ready to hit behind you gets their hit in, and possibly, most of the time, you lose the MVP or kill because you gave someone else a chance to get in there. If you're below 50%, you get a Heart Gem 3. Woo! Okay, that's fine. I would just trigger a regular light or a Power Gem or a regular gem light spawner, so it might cover that Heart Gem into a light Power Gem 3. She also increases Demigod attack by 40%, and it can trigger every turn, and stacks with if you had multiple copies. Mort is awesome at all times. He's your GVG booster if you had a light GVG attack deck. He destroys 15 non-light and 3 for every 30 demigod. He also cleanses, debuffs, and heals. He's awesome. Also, passively, if he casts a debuff, or if the enemy casts a debuff, you get another Power Gem 3 every turn. And he also increases demigod intensity and dispels blind a little bit. So it's nice to know how they work together. Also, I wouldn't have noticed, well, I was getting there, that she'll be a 10x this event. Do I have light? I do have potions. Which y'all don't need to see me do. Anyway. But yeah, just keep going through and seeing who you have multiples of, who works together and how, etc., etc. Where is my... Oh, Primo's down there. He's never going to be 6 stars because I need warp drive for too many things. But maybe someday. Anyway, You can do the same thing, similar thing with your relics. Go through, like if you have legend relics that aren't 6-star, you can see if you've gotten enough parts for them yet. I, of course, still need more of these. And then, what else am I working on? So I'm out of Corellium. Well, I have 14 of them out of 20, so I need 6 more. But I'll buy that on Saturday, an hour after reset. And this I have to purchase with 40 dungeon coins. There's no other way to get it except maybe sometimes it drops in the guild gift pack. And then you can go down here where your other stuff is, like these little guys, and see what you need. So I need okay, I can buy that. If I wanted to, I could create a 4-star, and then I could create a 5-star. And then I could create an Exultant Saber. Also, after doing trials, check these. I've already done it, but check your amounts on your catalysts, because they will build up and sometimes I forget about them. So, that's a 400, isn't it? I'll farm for this one throughout the week because I'm not hurting for Exultant Sabers right now. But yeah, I could make that guy into this guy that I already have. I could make this one into another pristine. Is this 100 or 4? Okay. So I could sell it for 25 relic dust or create another hammer. But I already have 2 in the wings for creating other mauls. And then I usually just use these guys for powering up other relics. But you can take them from bare bones. Oh, no, you can't. You can sell them for gold. Okay. It starts at hammer, like not worn. Worn can only be used to power up other dudes. But when it's a hammer or a cane or a targa, you can craft them to 3, 4, 5, and 6 stars. Have fun.